They say breakfast is the most important time of the day. Yes, I know. We've all heard that before. What are you eating for breakfast? What am I eating for breakfast? Listen, I'm not a purist. I'm not sitting there with like a nice parfait with nuts and seeds. I don't make myself a smoothie bowl first thing in the morning. Although actually that sounds delicious. A smoothie bowl, especially with shredded coconut on there, I think it would be incredible. So if any of you want to make me a smoothie bowl first thing in the morning, I will gladly oblige. But anyway, oatmeal is one of the greatest things you can eat in the morning. Yes, it's carb, but that's fantastic. You know, we're living active lifestyles. You know, hopefully we're going to the gym at 6 o'clock in the morning, or 5 o'clock in the morning, or whatever it takes to live an active, healthy lifestyle. Anyway, you need energy first thing in the morning. You need nutrient-dense whole food in the morning for chronic stress. A few videos back, we were chatting about especially foods that are rich in B's and C's. So that you get mostly from green leafy vegetables, B vitamins, and C from typical fruits like mango, orange, whatever. However, oatmeal, a lot of us are lacking fiber in our diet in general, and we're usually skipping breakfast altogether. So, and you know, a lot of us have sugar cravings too. That's the other thing. So we have highs and lows of blood sugar all day long. As naturopathic doctors, we're trained for even diabetes, where you have severe blood sugar fluctuations, to have fiber. You know, we usually teach people how to obtain about 25 to 30 grams of fiber per day. The example that we're always given is an apple is 3.5 grams, and so you go from there. You know, you always want to read the ingredients. A few videos back, I shared with you these lentils over here. It's like 9 grams. Whole grains have a lot of fiber too. Oatmeal is an amazing thing to have in the morning. This massive bag, like look at it, it's bigger than my head, right? This oatmeal was like $10 or so, but you could find it cheap. Look for organic oatmeal. It's worthwhile. It's very good for you. It's high in fiber. It keeps you full, and it's energy for the rest of the day. And the other thing too is that it's rich in something called beta glucans, which are particular fibers. So yeah, it takes a little bit long to cook, but you can mix this up with anything you want. I sometimes will put maple syrup or honey. I love it. If I can find raw unpasteurized honey, although I'm sort of killing everything anyway with the heat, in this case with oatmeal. But still, honey. I love honey in my oatmeal. You could do it whichever way you want. My nutrition teacher, big shout out to Dr. Phil Rushadas. I actually just saw him recently in Waterloo. Great guy. He teaches all of us naturopathic doctors. If you want the real expert on nutrition, it's Dr. Phil Rushadas. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. But anyway, he gave us this recipe for oatmeal, which I've used in the past too. It's phenomenal, where you take banana, like an overly ripe banana, and you simmer the oatmeal with some berries, and you don't boil the oatmeal, you just simmer it until you see the bubble kind of bloop, 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 and you'll make delicious oatmeal. Adding cinnamon to it is another huge tip. Cinnamon can actually lower blood sugar spikes as well, but you have to be very careful, especially if you're on insulin and you're already taking medication that lowers your blood sugar. You have to be careful on this regime because it actually could lower your blood sugar too much. So this isn't meant to be medical advice. You consult with your practitioner, but oatmeal as a general food is very safe and just very good. And fiber in general is one of the key components to any detox. Don't let anybody tell you any different. You know, fasting has benefits and certain cleansings have benefits, sure, but the primary way that we actually detox, that we get rid of waste, is through, you know, proper bowel movements, right? We sweat, sure, there's other ways, but bowel movements need to be working properly, typically 2 per day. I can go through a bowel movement video, but typically 2 per day, well formed. That's sort of what you're looking for. You're not looking for loose, you're not straining. And fiber can dramatically help with that. Now, if you take too much fiber and you don't drink enough water with it, it might dry your stool up and in fact cause constipation. If you drink enough water, typically whatever's good for you, 6 to 8 cups, 250 ml cups, like 1.5 liters of water per day. You want to be drinking water with this, and what it'll actually happen is it can actually dramatically help with constipation, and it'll help regulate your stools. Absolutely. Fiber will, in general, fiber will. So I hope that helps. What else am I missing? If you're on any medication, you don't want to be increasing fiber too much all at once, because if you can, especially if you're taking it with medication, because it kind of slows things down, it slows down what's called transit time, the way food actually moves down through the intestinal tract. It can actually slow down the transit time of your medication, you know, giving a longer time for the medication to actually work. Some example, like let's say you have a headache and you take an Advil, right, and you drink fiber and you take it with that. It might not work within the 20 minutes that it usually works. It might actually take longer. It's a bad example, but you kind of get what I'm saying. So bottom line, eat more fiber. 25 to 30 grams of fiber is a typical recommendation from naturopathic doctors. Not medical advice. I'm just saying this is a conversation amongst friends, amongst compadres. If you like these videos, if you found any value whatsoever in these videos, please subscribe. Subscribe so you can get more videos and share it. I don't know, this is just free content and I love doing it, but I need more people to subscribe so that I could get better ideas of what to film. Give me some ideas. Send me questions, email me, robert@lifelongwell.ca. You can hit me up on Twitter, which is @lifelongwell. What else? I have Instagram @lifelongwell as well. I only have, you know, I've just started on Instagram, so I'm not even really sure what I'm doing there, but I love filming these videos and wish you guys a wonderful week.